Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I'm your host, Eric Smith, and today I am talking about The Doctor's Demons by Maria Abrams. This is from Clash Books, and look at that amazing cover from Lynn Hanson, one of my favorite cover artists. This cover, that's what caught my eye. Someone posted this on Twitter. I saw that. I had to know what it was. Looked it up. And it sounded good, so picked this up. Man, I love that cover. So, The Doctor's Demons. Our main character is Hannah Cohen, and she is a child psychiatrist. The book starts 5 years ago, and it literally starts with her graduating from school, and she's telling us about this case while she was a pre-graduation intern, and this little girl who was in the hospital where she was working, and it turns out she was possessed. Of course, she doesn't believe this at first, but she literally sees the demon during an exorcism. And so things happen there, but this has a profound effect on her life. We jump to the present day. She's working in private practice with children, but she knows that not all children have mental or physical problems, that literally some are possessed by demons. And so she has, in the 5 years, performed these exorcisms, or whatever it is she does, to free these children from their demons. But now the little girl from 5 years ago, there's stuff going on there, sort of the past coming back to haunt her. And she has a new client, this boy named Lucas, who isn't just a little boy with some problems. So there's your setup. All right, so I really, really liked this book. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 on Goodreads. I like the character of Hannah Cohen. I like all the characters that we meet. There are some really, really creepy scenes with the demons and possessions and hauntings and visions and all this crazy stuff that goes on. It's a really, really interesting story. Hannah, being a child psychiatrist, of course, gives her access to kids that may be possessed, but she has never told anybody, so she's isolated herself, which makes her a bit of a tragic figure. I like the way the story comes together. I really like how the past, the 5 years ago stuff, plays into what's going on in the present day, and how all that works. So yeah, overall, I feels like an odd review. Overall, really, really like this book. I think this is just the second book from this author, Maria Abrams. I'm going to definitely check out the first one, but it does feel like a book from a young, and I don't know her age, maybe young isn't the right word, but a budding author. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. Her writing is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. She does do creepy very well. She does the characters very well, but it just overall there's a feeling of a writer that hasn't honed their craft yet, which I kind of like, because now hopefully she'll keep writing, she'll keep getting published, and I can see her grow and get better. And she's starting at a pretty good point as it is. Like I said, I gave it 4 out of 5. I really, really liked this. Wonderful cover and all. I would love to see the character of Hannah come back. It's not necessary, but she's an interesting character, and she obviously lives in a world where there are demons, so there could be more to her story. But if Ms. Abrams wants to move on, do other things, I want to check it out. As I said, I'm going to check out her first book. It really sounds interesting. I'm really glad I picked this up and read it, and I look forward to seeing whatever she does in the future. All right, so all of that being said, I do want to mention this might be the first thing from Clash Books that I've read. I do know I have at least one other book from them. Might have more, I'm not sure. But this book could have used, and I don't know if this is important, which is why I'm putting it at the end here. I don't know if anybody cares about this. It could have used a closer eye from the editor, copy editor, proofreader. I never know who it is that should have caught these things, but there are a few mistakes within the manuscript. Not continuity errors, not anything like that, but there are sentences where it seems like the author changed the sentence structure and didn't delete everything she was changing. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's something that I think should have been caught. There is, I think it's chapter 30, and it stands out because, let's go there. Okay, so, all right, here, we'll show you. We'll see how well this, okay, so, see how that says chapter 23, and then it gets into the story. It does that for every chapter except for chapter 30, where it says chapter 30, and then it says chapter 30. A little thing. I mean, none of this affected my enjoyment of the story, but it's something that happens more than a few times. There's one instance of a character being called the wrong name, and as I said, it's there are a few places where, again, it seems like she changed how she wanted the sentence to go, but didn't completely delete what she was changing. It's just these little things that it seems to me the editor or copy editor or proofreader, whoever it is, I don't know, should have caught. I don't know if that's the kind of thing that bothers you, because it happened more than a few times. That's why I bring it up. Still not as bad as that book Alien Bug Hunt, where there were actual editor's notes in one of the stories. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. I don't know if that matters to people. I've mentioned it before with books. I think I've asked about it, how people feel about it. But I don't know if I say this book is fantastic, and I loved it. 4 out of 5 stars. Can't wait to see what else she does. But then some people take that and they'll pick up the book and they'll read it and they'll say, no, there's a bunch of mistakes in it. How could you give it 4 out of 5? How could you do this? So I just thought I'd address it. And I guess my question for this video will be, do I need to address that sort of thing? Do you care about that sort of thing? What are your thoughts on that sort of thing? It's a little thing. Again, loved the book. But I don't know if other Clash books are going to be like that. Does it matter to you? That's my question. Let me know if that sort of thing bothers you. If the book is, if you like the characters, you like the story, you find it creepy, because there are some really creepy scenes. Find it creepy. Are you bothered by, let's say, between 6 and a dozen instances of these little problems that pop up throughout the book? Do they take you out of the story in a way that bothers you? You have to get back into it. And so would you rate a book lower because of those problems? Let me know. And the other question is, should that be part of a review? do I need to let you know about that? And this is, to me, this is something completely different than just a poorly written book, because this is certainly not that. I'm trying to be perfectly clear. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on that sort of thing in the comments below. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put them in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show. I'm going to tell you one more time. Beautiful cover. 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Can't wait to see what Maria Abrams does next. If you care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Ronan5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals, is ErikSmith5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. That's all I've got for you. This has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.